A very good Erev Shabbos to all the members of the Sheffield community. And today we are joining the bigger community and family of the United Synagogue, being that we are part of the United Synagogue. We are broadcasting from Sheffield in the United Kingdom, which is north of London by about 160 miles. We are famous for making steel. A lot of steel factories here. And in fact, stainless steel was made in Sheffield. And I always say that the Jews of the city of Sheffield are like steel, and they are all stainless. Now, of course, we want to start our davening with the famous Yedid Nefesh. And so we have a little keyboard accompaniment, please. Yedid Nefesh, Farachon Meshach Avdecha Yehal Retzonecha Yaharut Avdecha Kema Hayayam Yishtachavemo Adorecha Hayerahavloi Yedid Secho Mina Haifel Echol Tawam Adonai Ziv Havaylam Gahafshi Choyelas Ahavosecho Simchas Salom, Basik Yemuna, Harachamecho, V'chu Sana, Alkenahu V'chol, Yizeka, Nahafti, Lihirais meheram sifenesusecha hayelechomna liyibi v'chusana v'yahaki salam igolena Yes. Habibi, yes, Lucas, I becho, Ivenet mik, I becho, Nahagila, and Yishmachaba, and I would. Ibamaye, Ohani, Imeyala, Edeyala, 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 La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 did it la 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 did it la 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 la. Isn't it working? We're going to start with the Kabbalat Shabbat, and I must tell you that the tunes that I use were taught to me by the late Reverend Abraham Brish. Some of them are familiar to you, one or two maybe not. And he sent me a cassette tape so that I should be able to know the particulars of the Shabbat community, and I've been doing that ever since. So please join in, and I'd like you to learn this one first and foremost. That's the first. I will start off with the first verse like that, and the last verse as well. think this is a mistake. I think we should have had that. And I ask you please to start the Chunirano. The Let's find a way of plugging in. Maybe you can plug in the booster. Yes, I'm on again. Can you see me now? Right, please do have hopefully we solved those technical difficulties. I'll start again. L'chunirano. L'chunirano l'Adonai Nadia l'Esu Yishayim Nekatma Fadok Besahayato Es Nidres Nadia Kiel God and Adonai Melech God and Akelan Mishavion Nech Yot Tzeb Salem Asher Le Yamu Asava Beshes Yodov Yotzaru Boyin Dishtach and Chadim the Chafi Yasin Tak shul am giving Hashem game mas with Hashem is in every say chem khanudi gamro fali aboim shana kud badai my man after yene govein vehem la yadu derachai Hashem mishpat biyapi Shiru ladani shekhada shiru ladani kadara shiru ladani bakush me basam bisam. Gamazam progadam kalam like some kadari mother be there kolarim. Ki kolarim me leading about the no shemay masahid bahadar lefano is if es mikdash haladani shkasam haladani kavarais haladani kvesh me. Zumil gavel khatsay samishak ladani bahadash khaydesh kil befano khanazim ogi madani malacham tegun temativit. Yisbuch Hashamayim Nesogen Haaretz Yiramayam U'Meloyo Yadei Tzara B'Chol HaSheboy As Yiranenu Kol Atzei Yohar Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishbeit Haaretz Yishbait Bel Betzedek Veyamim Bemunasoi Adonai Melech Talgidon Yitzchayim Ram Otoberim Sevesim Eidu Berachim Tever Asam Tachin Osaner Kadein Ignasim Yitzadim Yitzadim Galasim Yitzadim Kibel will Sheffield United William Shak will call him Shomatis Matsima to Nashka Adonai. Kiata Adonai Dina Colores, Minale Sakala the him. I have Adonai, yes, in the Rosh, I made an Ashes Hasida. Me'adra shoim yatzileim azanu ala tzadik udi Yisraelei v'simcha simcha tzadikim b'adonai v'chayet v'chem shoy mizbay shir Adonai shechodesh gilfas yeshulim b'dazaz gilfas Yadinai kival yishbait haaretz yishbait tevehem b'tzedek v'yamim b'meshavim Yaidu shir chokodem v'neirad Moshe v'yan v'chiyan v'shmei v'chir shmei kir min Adonai v'yanim Adem damidam adem shemedei tzavachei nasayno boy Adonai Eloheinu ato anisam El noisei ha'yisa lohem v'noi keim al adiloisam Roimemu Adonai Eloheinu V'ishtachavu lahar kodshoi Ki kadosh Eloheinu And for the last mizmor Now we settle in for a little Chadaidi. Chadaidi lekras kalam Pnei Shabbos Bekabla Lechadaidi lekras kalam Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Lechodoi Lekras Kalha Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Shamoy v'zachor b'dibur echad Nishmiyanu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shmai echad Hashem Seferes v'nisila Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Likras Shabbos lechu v'necha Ki mekayr habracha Meirosh mikendem nesucha Seimasem machshavot chila Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Mikdash Melachim Lucha Umetziim mitoich ha'aficha Ram loch Shabbos b'yemek ha'bacha U'yachmoel alayichem lo Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Is Habi me'afatul Shibitei Tzitachami Agam Benishai Behechalachmi Kavo Enashigei Yamallah Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Lechad oidi likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat It's Likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Shofer soyet Achatuka Revalayet Yazis Alayet Elayet Yimais Hasana Kala Adonai Likras kala Penei Shabbos Kabbalat CBS Adonai Kahanitzi Al-Yadigish and Akiva and Navila Adonai Didikal Penei Shabbos Kabbalat Already, stop. Cool. My sermons don't know when to stop. Just a few words, a few thoughts before we sign off and we make ready for Shabbos. Firstly, good Shabbos to you all. Secondly, I would like to point out that today is 9/11 and would like to recall the memory of all those who lost their lives in those horrific events of 19 years ago. Thirdly, I would like to mention the fact that tomorrow is Shabbos Mavarchim. Now, I know you will say that we don't bless the following month. It's not a true Shabbos Mavarchim. But let me tell you what the Baal Shem Tov said. He said that on the month, the Shabbos Mavarchim that should be before the month of Tishri, Hashem, the Almighty Himself, blesses that month, His personal blessing, and with the strength that we get from that blessing, we, the Jews, are able to bless the other months for the rest of the 11 months of the year. So tomorrow must be a very special blessing because the Almighty is making it. And secondly, because it's the blessing for the month of Tishri. And look at what Tishri has. It has every festival in it. Everything you want. You want happy days, there's happy days. You want sad days, you want solemn days, there's solemn days. You want to eat, there's food. You want to fast, there's a fast. Everything's in the month of Tishri. It's a Chodesh Hashvi, the 7th month, which is Muzba Bakoil, which is satiated with everything. And finally, Chief Rabbi made mention in his Dvar Torah this week about the mitzvah, the last mitzvah of the Torah, which is to write a Sefer Torah. And the fact that Yisrael, the people of Israel, everybody has their letter. Everybody's represented by their letter in the Sefer Torah. Yisrael stands for Yesh Shishim Ribi Oisius LaTorah. There are 600,000 general letters of the Torah, some hidden, some visible, which represents a soul somewhere, and you are connected to one of those letters. But let me tell you something else. That's very true. But there's an added dimension when it comes to a Yid, when it comes to a Jewish person. Because the connection that a Jew has with the Almighty is not like a letter which is written on a piece of parchment, where the ink and the parchment are two separate materials, and it is theoretically possible that part of the letter will fade, or part of the letter will become cracked and flake off, and eventually the letter is no longer there. No. The letters of the Jewish people are oisies hachakika, letters which are engraved, as in tablets of stone. You cannot erase the letters on the tablet of stone because they and the stone are one thing. And that is the unique quality that every Jewish person has, that they are eternally, always hewn out of the very same stone as everybody else. We're all part of one big family. You can imagine the whole people of Israel is like a giant jigsaw that is several, like as big as a football pitch with millions and millions of pieces on it. It's as wide as a football pitch and it's long as one of my sermons. And if there's missing one piece from that football pitch, from that jigsaw which is on that football pitch, the picture is not complete. It doesn't matter where that piece belongs, if it's in the foot, if it's in the head, or if it's in the arm. Every single person counts. And on the days, these particular times when we are, some of us, on our own, the message is you're not on your own. Everybody is connected some way or the other, if not physically, spiritually. And that your connection to the Almighty is like letters which are engraved in stone. You cannot erase them. It doesn't matter what you do. You're no more Jewish if you do more commandments, or you're no less Jewish if you don't do anything at all. Of course, your purpose of being Jewish is to do Jewish things. Why else should you be Jewish? To be a good person, you don't have to be Jewish to be a good person. There are people out there who are not Jewish, are very good people. But to be a Jew, you need to do Jewish things. That's the purpose of being Jewish. So, as we come up to Rosh Hashanah, and we are Atem Nitzavim, we're all standing here. And I've often thought that's the meaning of the words. Atem Nitzavim Kulchem, the opening line, the opening verse of tomorrow's reading. You are all standing. What do you mean all standing? You go on to enumerate, there's a whole list of people there. Why do you have to say all? And I think the word all there is to tell you that if you're not on that list, you're included in the all, because everybody is standing before the Almighty before Rosh Hashanah, and everybody will get given a blessing for a happy, healthy, and sweet new year, with the emphasis on sweet, because as you know, you can have a medicine which heals and tastes foul, and you can have a medicine which heals and tastes very sweet. Both heal, but some things are done in a foul way and some things in a sweet way. So we ask the Almighty, whatever you do must be good. Why would God do anything bad? Everything must be good. But not always does it happen in a sweet way. So the blessing is the Shana Tova Umetuka. It should be a happy, healthy, and sweet new year. And with that thought, I will say adios, good Shabbos. Have a wonderful Shabbos, Pashas and Tzom Vayelech, the last one of the year. And may you have all your blessings fulfilled for the good in the forthcoming new year. Thank you, Richard. At the end of it.